There will be economic crisis. You have to cut your coat according to your size. Those of you that have surplus, whatever you can do now to live moderate, the only way you can be saved if your treasure is in the hand of God.
A video of Prophet T.B. Joshua of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, predicting the current global economic crisis caused by the novel pandemic, has emerged on social media. Joshua predicted the crisis 3 good times, first on December 28, 2008, then 3 years later, on October 16, 2011, and finally on December 29, 2013. In all the prophecies, the clerics sounded it clear that countries will go broke, and even some citizens will be richer than their countries.
There will be economic crisis. You have to cut your coat according to your size. Those of you that have surplus, whatever you can do now to live moderate, the only way you can be saved if your treasure is in the hand of God. There will be economic crisis. It's coming and it's everywhere. You'll be forced to humble. Tell your neighbor, you'll be forced to humble. There will be economic war because there's no enough money to fight war. There will be crisis in economy. Countries that rely on the mineral resources like oil, they should quickly look beyond oil. I'm just telling you long-time prophecy, not immediate. What you can begin to prepare yourself now. You that are into this, you have surplus now. What can you do now? Because this surplus will be forced to reduce. So you pray for the whole world. Remember, trial is the soil in which faith flourish. Tell your neighbor. I said to you, there will be economic crisis. The war the whole world will face now is economic war. You see every nation, every country will come out, going on the street, protesting. And you have not seen anything, write it down. Everyone will be humble. Those who rely on oil, mineral resources, they should look beyond. Because there will be even no enough money to buy oil. There's something God wants to achieve concerning this. God wants to achieve humility to the core. He wants everybody to be on their knee. Every nation to be on their knee. After that, the solution will come. That is what God wants to achieve. Whatever you have now, cut your coat according to your size. If you have surplus now, please, that surplus you have to, whatever you can do now, before that surplus will go away. But if you have too much, people will be out there to attack you. They will attack you physically. The time is coming, and it has come. Cash flow, forget. People will be broke. Country will be broke. Single people can be richer than a country. Your oil, you will drink them. Whatever your country has discovered in terms of mineral resources, and it has been a source of income, causing corruption, causing this, causing fight, people living flamboyant, and those things, nobody will buy them. The price will drop drastically.
Meanwhile, on Monday, the United States oil futures turned negative for the first time in history, with traders dumping May contracts. Analysts have warned that crude oil storage will fill to the brim by next month, and U.S. oil firms weigh the real possibility of shutting down production. Following the ugly development, President Donald Trump said yesterday that his administration will look at a proposal to block Saudi Arabian oil shipments to the U.S. to help buoy the U.S. oil industry against an unprecedented rout that threatens its survival. Oil, which had been held so precious in the last decade as a major source of revenue for many countries, is becoming worthless, and demand had dropped drastically. This confirms the prophet's figurative statement that countries will have to drink their oil, as no one is willing to buy anymore. Countries that have failed to save and invest their wealth in preparation for this economic war, as the man of God had advised, will be hit hard in this global economic recession. As countries go broke, citizens automatically will also go hungry as a result of the global lockdown. This will force people to go on the streets to protest.
If you have faith in science, it might be hard to understand why people would gather like this while a deadly virus ravages America. Similar protests are happening across the country. Some people are here because of genuine fears about job losses and economic recession.
Just last night, a former Nigerian lawmaker, Shehu Sani, tweeted that the falling oil prices will affect Nigeria's ability and capacity to implement its 2020 budget. He added that infrastructural projects, foreign debt servicing, international obligations and even the aspects of importation of defense hardwares, necessary for the anti-terror war will be directly affected. Prophet TB Joshua pointed out that the only solution is for countries and individuals to return to agriculture, and warning that no one will have the money to buy oil again. The prophet said God has allowed this because he wants to humble individuals and nations, to bring them to their knees.
I want to say to you, we have to return to farm, fishing, cattle rearing. This is where we are coming from. We have to return back to them.
If we can remember in our last video, the prophet said that this year 2020 is a year of humility for everybody, both big and small. It follows therefore that this pandemic is here to teach us a lesson and remind us of our equality before God, and that no one, not even the leaders, must think of himself as God. So many leaders and government officials has fallen ill and died from this disease, and the others are afraid and taking measures to avert it. This is to show us how vulnerable humanity is, and to remind us to depend more on God, rather than science and technology. Thank you for watching till the end, and please leave a like on this video if it added any value to you. Also remember to subscribe and turn on your notification to get notified every time we post similar videos.